You're watching this video because not knowing is expensive. In this video, you'll see how a simple concept called money evolves over time. Our journey doesn't begin in today's hustle and bustle, but in a world of iron and smoke, the Industrial Revolution. Before this time, life for most people was tied to the land and the seasons. Value was often measured in goods, in bushels of wheat, in handcrafted furniture. But then came the steam engine, a machine with a heart of fire. It powered massive looms in textile mills. It drove powerful hammers in foundries. The invention pulled people away from the countryside into bustling, noisy industrial cities. Their labor was no longer their own to barter. Instead, they sold their time, hours doing a task or tending a machine. In exchange, they received a wage. A wage was fixed, a regular payment, a predictable flow of money. This idea was not only revolutionary, it was psychological. The entire system depends on one thing: our agreement. You see, money only works if we all believe in it. It's designed to detach a person's value from the product they create and attach it instead to the hours they work. Money became the intermediary. As wages spread, money had to adapt. Carrying sacks of metal coins was impractical. That spurred the wider adoption of the banknote. A banknote was a promise, a piece of paper issued by a bank, backed by gold or backed by silver in a vault. It was light, convenient, and built on trust. People trusted the bank to honor its promise. With paper money, banks grew powerful and essential, not just for the wealthy elite, but for everyone. Banks kept workers' wages safe, pooled small deposits, then loaned them out on a massive scale. Money stopped being static wealth in a vault. It became dynamic capital, a force to create more wealth, forever changing the landscape of the world. Our timeline moves forward into an age of incredible speed and scale. This is the era of mass production, defined by the moving assembly line. Think of Henry Ford and the Model T. Instead of one craftsperson building a whole car, the car moved along a line, and each worker performed one small repetitive task. This innovation dramatically increased efficiency. Factories could now produce an enormous quantity of identical products: automobiles, radios, washing machines, telephones. The world filled with things, and these things were suddenly affordable for more than just the rich. A new social class began to flourish, the middle class. This explosion of goods created a new kind of economy, a consumer economy. Advertising blossomed, painting pictures of a modern, convenient life filled with shiny new products. For the system to work, people didn't just have to make things, they had to buy them. Many families couldn't afford to pay all at once. This created a demand for a new financial tool. That tool was consumer credit. Credit was the simple but powerful idea of buy now, pay later. Stores began offering installment plans. Banks and new financial companies started issuing loans specifically for large purchases. Money was no longer just what you had earned. It became what you could promise to earn in the future. A financial bridge between the life you had and the life you saw in magazines. This shift required new systems and technologies to manage: sophisticated cash registers, complex accounting, and a more structured act of shopping. Your future income became a tradable asset, allowing you to enjoy the benefits long before you had fully paid for them. The gears of industry give way to the silence of the silicon chip. Well, we now enter the digital revolution, the invention of the computer and later the internet. At first, computers were giant machines that filled entire rooms, used by governments and large banks to process vast amounts of information. They automated the tedious work of bookkeeping and calculation, tracking millions of accounts with incredible speed and accuracy. Money began its transformation from a physical thing, paper, coin, into pure information, a series of ones and zeros stored on magnetic tape. Then came the internet, and the world shrank. A stylized global network connected computers everywhere. This had a staggering impact on finance. International trade exploded. Stock markets became 24-hour operations, with trades executed electronically in fractions of a second. Money became weightless and frictionless. It could flow across borders with unprecedented ease. For individuals, banking moved out of marble halls and into our homes. Automated teller machines let you get cash without a teller. Online banking allowed you to check your balance, pay your bills, transfer funds from a computer. This convenience changed our daily relationship with money. We thought less about physical cash and more about numbers on a screen. New jobs emerged: software developers, data analysts. The economy rewired around the flow of data. New digital infrastructure gave rise to new business models. E-commerce giants like Amazon, eBay created global marketplaces. Digital services, from streaming music to online courses, created value from intangible assets. Data itself became a new form of wealth. Companies realized customer information was valuable. Money was not just flowing faster, it was flowing in new, unseen channels, guided by the power of data. We arrive at today. The digital revolution has given birth to its successor, the AI revolution. Artificial intelligence is not just a faster computer. It is a new kind of tool. It is a tool that can learn.
I can't seem to find my glasses. Is this paprika?
No, that's cayenne pepper. Also, your glasses are on your shirt.
Could I use this in my chili?
They're both made from chili peppers, and you could put cayenne in your chili, but it is much spicier.
Fed on vast amounts of data, AI systems can now perform tasks once thought to be uniquely human. Write articles, compose music, generate realistic images, write computer code. This shift from machines that calculate to machines that create is fundamentally changing our understanding of work, skill, value. It asks a powerful question. If a machine can do the mental work, what is the new work for humans? This revolution is already minting new forms of money and finance. The most visible example is the rise of cryptocurrencies: Bitcoin, Ethereum. These are digital currencies not issued by any central bank. They operate on a technology called the blockchain, a decentralized, distributed digital ledger. A blockchain is like a shared notebook copied across thousands of computers. This structure allows secure transactions between two people without needing a bank or a credit card company to act as a trusted intermediary.
The screen says the trip's paid. Sweet, no stopping on the way. After we get moving. All right, hop in, kiddo. Watch your step.
Got it!
It is a new architecture for trust and exchange. Beyond cryptocurrencies, AI powers an emerging field called decentralized finance, DeFi. DeFi aims to rebuild traditional financial services like lending, borrowing, insurance, using automated programs called smart contracts that run on a blockchain. These contracts are open-source code that can execute transactions automatically when conditions are met. The goal: a financial system more open, transparent, accessible to anyone with an internet connection, removing traditional gatekeepers. As machines become increasingly intelligent, the very definition of human value is poised to evolve. In a world where AI can provide answers, facts, and analyses in an instant, our most precious contribution may no longer be knowledge alone, but wisdom. Wisdom is a uniquely human ability to blend experience, empathy, ethics, intuition to make sound judgments.
If we move forward with the rooftop panels first, we cut the building's energy use by nearly half.
And with the savings, we can fund the community garden program. It keeps everything local.
People who can effectively guide AI, who can apply its power with foresight and a strong moral compass, will become immensely valuable. In this future, education will be less about memorizing facts and more about cultivating critical thinking and emotional intelligence. We are also likely to see collaboration itself become a recognized and rewarded form of value. The future of value may not be exclusively tied to national currencies like the dollar or the euro. We may see the rise of new, diverse forms of tokens and credits, community currencies for volunteering, caregiving, or teaching, social tokens, time banks. These systems, enabled by blockchain technology, could help us recognize and reward the kinds of value our current market system often overlooks, the quiet, essential work that holds our communities together. If AI and automation can handle more of our routine labor, it frees up human potential for creativity, personal growth, scientific discovery, and strengthening our relationships. A successful future is not one where we are all rich in dollars, but one where we are rich in time, purpose, and connection. Technology can be the tool that helps us get there, but it cannot choose the destination for us. That requires a conscious collective choice to build an economy that values people first. We have journeyed from the age of steam to the age of intelligence. We have seen a clear and simple pattern repeat itself. When we invent new tools, we change the way we work. When our work changes, our concept of money and value changes with it. The steam engine gave us the wage. The assembly line gave us consumer credit. The computer gave us digital currency. And now, artificial intelligence is asking us to think about value in entirely new ways, where wisdom, collaboration, and community are our most precious assets. Technology is not a destiny we must passively accept. It is a tool we must actively shape. With thoughtful regulations, robust education to collaborate with AI, and open conversations, so benefits are shared broadly across society. In the end, this is a story of hope. AI can be a tool for empowerment, automating the mundane, freeing us to focus on the meaningful. The future is a story still being written, and every one of us holds a pen. What you do next matters. Read, discuss, support access to tech education. These small actions together build a better tomorrow. Subscribe. I focus on providing valuable, practical, and interesting information that can improve people's lives.